District, the chair of the Oversight and Investigation Committee. Mr. Green, you are now recognized for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I'd like to associate myself with your initial comments. I also would like to thank the chair of the full committee. It's an honor to serve under her leadership. And I especially associate myself with the comments that she made with reference to the Minority Business Development Administration Act, something that I will be working with her on. I think a little bit of history is appropriate. In 1979, under a Republican administration, Richard Nixon, by way of Executive Order 11458, the Advisory Council for Minority Business Enterprise was created. And then under a Democratic administration, President Carter, 1979, the Office of Minority Business Enterprise became the Minority Business Development Agency. I'm mentioning both of these administrations because it seems to me that what the chairwoman has proposed, and I'm having the honor of working with her on, is something that should appeal across party lines to both Democrats and Republicans. Because, in fact, what this agency will do, if established as an independent agency as opposed to an extension or arm of another part of the government, if it is an independent agency, it will provide bootstraps. Bootstraps in the form of grants. Many of our small businesses were not able to take advantage of the PPA because they were not prepared with the technical assistance necessary to apply for these loans. They just didn't get in line fast enough. And those who had lawyers and accountants and CPAs, they were in line and ready to go from day one. As a matter of fact, truth be told, they were ready before day one. They were waiting for day one to arrive. And upon the arrival of day one, all that was done was hit send, and your application was in for all practical purposes. Well, what we'd like to do is provide these small businesses with the bootstraps necessary to compete when opportunities are available. It's a wonderful thing to know that opportunities are available, but it's an even better thing to be able to take advantage of opportunities when they are available. This administration would provide just such an opportunity. It would become a standalone entity, very similar to, but not the same as, the SBA. The SBA does marvelous work. I salute the SBA. This entity would be given a similar opportunity as it relates to providing what I call the bootstraps in the form of grants. So today, let me ask the panelists, understanding what this agency would metamorphose into, is this something that you believe you can support? I'll start with the witnesses with the chambers. Let's start with the Black Chamber first, please. Is this something you can support?
Mr. Green, yes, this is Ron Busbett, the U.S. Black Chamber. We were the 2016 Advocate of the Year for the Minority Business Development Agency. We believe in their mission. We have seen the results of their ability to receive additional funding in the second round of the stimulus package. And we saw what they were able to do with the funding, and it has made an impact. They have awarded both the U.S. Black Chamber as well as the Hispanic Chamber and other minority business organizations with the resources and the funding that they need, that then turn around and make our businesses have the resources that they need, as well as the
Let me intercede quickly and ask this of you. You hear people quite frequently talk about pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Are these grants the kind of bootstraps that we need so that our businesses can not only survive but thrive?
Yes, and it's not just the capital. It is also the technical assistance that our businesses need. So we need both the resources of funding as well as administrative and technical assistance to not just be able to get the bootstraps, but we need the boots themselves to make sure that we can walk through difficult and uphill battles that we're facing throughout just not this pandemic, but just life.
Well said. Let me say well said and move to the other chamber. Would you kindly express your concerns with the Hispanic Chamber? Could you support this legislation?
Unmute, please.
Let's assume that there's some.
A very successful relationship with the MBDA agency. We're very happy. We've been working with them for the last 2 years, and we're very, very happy. And yes, we do support your legislation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You have been very generous with the time. I yield back.
Thank you so much. The